MAW old as gold presents. These are inspiring and wisdom quotes. I will try my best to provide you a unique knowledge. If you are interested and gain some different, please subscribe so we can live in touch. Diogenes of Sinope was an ancient Greek philosopher who lived between 412 and 323 BC. He was one of the founders of Cynicism, a philosophical school that emphasized self-sufficiency, simplicity, and the rejection of societal norms and conventions. Diogenes is best known for his eccentric behavior and unconventional lifestyle. He lived as a beggar, often slept in a large ceramic jar in the marketplace, and openly criticized and mocked the customs and values of his time. Diogenes believed that the key to happiness and fulfillment was to live in accordance with nature and to free oneself from material desires and social expectations. One of Diogenes' most famous stories involve his encounter with Alexander the Great, when the powerful ruler approached Diogenes and asked if there was anything he could do for him. The philosopher replied, "Yes, stand out of my sunlight." This response demonstrated Diogenes' disregard for authority and his commitment to living according to his own principles. Diogenes is also known for his philosophical ideas, which focused on the pursuit of virtue, the rejection of luxury and artificiality, and the importance of self-control. He believed that true happiness could only be achieved through the practice of virtue and the renunciation of worldly desires. His legacy continues to inspire individuals who seek to challenge societal norms and live a life of authenticity and simplicity. Here are a few famous quotes attributed to Diogenes. "I am looking for an honest man." Diogenes reportedly said this when asked what he was searching for in his philosophical quest. It highlights his skepticism towards the moral integrity of his contemporaries. The foundation of every state is the education of its youth. Diogenes recognized the importance of education in society and believed that a well-educated citizenry was essential for the stability and progress of a state. He has the most who's most content with the least. This quote emphasizes Diogenes' philosophy of simplicity and contentment, suggesting that true wealth and fulfillment come from wanting and needing less. Dogs and philosophers do the greatest good and get the fewest rewards. Diogenes often compared himself to dogs as they lived freely and without societal constraints. This quote reflects his belief that philosophers, like dogs, often go unappreciated despite their efforts to bring about positive change. "I am not an Athenian or a Greek, but a citizen of the world." Diogenes rejected narrow-minded nationalism and identified himself as a citizen of the world, emphasizing his belief in universal values and the unity of humanity. Education gives sobriety to the young, comfort to the old, riches to the poor, and is an ornament to the rich. Discourse on virtue, and they pass by in droves. Whistle and dance the shimmy, and you've got an audience. He has the most who's most content with the least. Aristotle was once asked what those who tell lies gain by it. Said he, that when they speak truth they are not believed. We have 2 ears and 1 tongue, so that we would listen more and talk less. As houses well stored with provisions are likely to be full of mice, so the bodies of those that eat much are full of diseases. He lit a lamp in broad daylight and said, as he went about, I am looking for a human. No man is hurt but by himself, literally by how he interprets what happens to him. If he focuses on how it could have been better, he will be hurt. If he focuses on how it could have been worse, he will be happy. The same is true for women too. One original thought is worth 1,000 mindless quotings. Plato had defined man as an animal, biped and featherless, and was applauded. Diogenes plucked a fowl and brought it into the lecture room with the words, Here is Plato's man. I have nothing to ask, but that you would remove to the other side, that you may not, by intercepting the sunshine, take from me what you cannot give. Fools, you think of God as a sentient being. God is the word used to represent a force. This force created nothing. It just helps things along. It does not answer prayers, although it may make you think of a way to solve a problem. It has the power to influence you, but not decide for you. There is only a finger's difference between a wise man and a fool. We have complicated every simple gift of the gods. It is the privilege of the gods to want nothing, and of godlike men to want little. I am Diogenes the dog, I nuzzle the kind, bark at the greedy and bite scoundrels. If only it was as easy to banish hunger by rubbing the belly as it is to masturbate. Alexander the Great found the philosopher looking attentively at a pile of human bones. Diogenes explained, I am searching for the bones of your father, but cannot distinguish them from those of a slave. To the question what wine he found pleasant to drink, he replied, that for which other people pay. It is not that I am mad, it is only that my head is different from yours. We come into the world alone and we die alone. Why, in life, should we be any less alone? Self-taught poverty is a help toward philosophy. For the things which philosophy attempts to teach by reasoning, poverty forces us to practice. He was breakfast in the marketplace, and the bystanders gathered round him with cries of dog. It is you who are dogs, cried he, when you stand around and watch me at my breakfast. In a rich man's house, there is no place to spit but his face. Please note that these quotes are attributed to Diogenes, but the accuracy of their attribution may vary since many of his writings and sayings have been transmitted through secondary sources. Thanks for watching the video to the end. To all, wisdom and thoughts, kindness, and wise deeds. Leave your comments which quotes, aphorisms, and sayings of the wise peoples you liked. Until we meet again on the channel.